Hey friends, in today's video I'd like to talk about some common myths, misunderstanding, mistakes, confusions about weight loss. There are two parts in this video. In the first part, I'd like to talk about the 5 most popular myths about weight loss, while the second part I'd like to lay some foundations, talk some basics so that you can get started. In the future, I'll make more videos to help you reach your goals. But before we started, one quick thing is, even though I'm talking about weight loss, this is actually a video not only for people who need to or want to lose weight, but also for people who have long time struggle of gaining weight or have been thinking about weight management, especially when we get older and older. Also, in this channel, my focus is all about health. So when I talk about weight loss, my goal is not to reach that 10% body fat. You know, we see on a lot of exercise YouTube videos and with 6 packs and really low body fat. That's not my goal. And like in previous video, I quickly mentioned that to be able to recover fast from flu, cold, and a lot of little sickness, we need a healthy body fat. Another thing to highlight is my mindset is mostly for aging group, meaning you're 30 years and more. It doesn't mean this weight doesn't work for younger people. It's just for younger people to lose weight is much easier. And what I'm going to share here is something that is great for people who have had bad experience losing weight or struggle, feel like you're doing everything right, but the result is not there. So if you're 40, 50, or even older and have the struggle of body weight management, these videos are ideal for you. Without further ado, let's get started. First, the biggest mistake that most people are making is count calories. It's pretty much the trend. If you want to manage your body weight or you want to lose weight, you gotta start counting calories. However, the labels that we see on all the food products, they are not accurate. It's allowed to have a 20% swing, 20% difference, meaning if the label says it's 100 calorie, the actual calorie could be 80, could be 120, it's all acceptable. And that's just for one item. Throughout the day, we eat a lot of food, all adds up. The actual intake calorie could be not accurate. On the other hand, when we do workout, sometimes you might notice those videos mark 300 calorie burn in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 400 calorie burn. That's also very not accurate. As a matter of fact, when it comes to exercise, how much calorie people burn is quite different. Taking these kind of HIIT exercise on YouTube, for example, how well we can achieve each exercise in this whole workout really affects how much we're actually burning. And of course, there's other element in terms of how much muscle we actually have and what's our body state. In that case, it's possible that you are doing a marked 400 calorie burn exercise, but actually only burn 200 calories. And combined with the previous inaccuracy from the intake side, in the end, it is really not that accurate. Which I also forgot to mention about our basic metabolism. People are very different. People with the same height and same weight could have quite different basic metabolism. So really add everything together, it's very hard to have a clear idea of what's going on with our calories day by day. This leads us to the number 2 myth of weight loss, which is we need calorie deficit to lose weight. This means we need to eat less, take less calorie in, and burn more. That's how we lose weight. This is overall right. Take that to the extreme. If I don't eat anything, no, even if I don't move, I'm gonna lose weight. If you don't eat, you're gonna lose weight. Simple as it is. That's why extreme diet always work. Not suggesting it, just to say in a broad sense, it works. However, I do hear people taking that to the next level to say, if you are not losing weight, it's because you are not creating calorie deficit. It's because you are eating more than you think, and blah blah blah. That is not quite right, because our body is not a lab container. This is a very important, obvious concept, but sometimes people forget about it. There are studies from England that shows when obese people start to have the weight loss program, meaning less intake and harder exercise, their body automatically lower the basic metabolism to save energy. So that is very frustrating for people who are trying to lose weight. But this reflects that we as a human are more than just formulas and simple math. We gotta respect our hormones, we gotta respect our nerve systems, our reaction to the change that we're facing. So if you're those people who really tried and find very hard to have a result, sometimes it's not because you're not hard enough for yourself. It's simply because this way doesn't work for you. We just need to find a better way. It's not just about calorie deficit. Number 3, another myth. It's not very in front of our mind when we talk about weight loss, but I found with a lot of YouTube workout videos, which I love those videos, don't get me wrong, but they really like to say, see, I just did a few minutes, I have sweat, as if a sweat is a sign of burning calories. It is and it is not. I just wanted to clear that it can be with a healthy crowd. However, it can be totally irrelevant. It's not rare for us to see that there are some people who just sit there in a pretty cool room, but they're sweating. Sweat means a lot more than just burning calories and losing weight. And we also would have people who sweat at night. Sometimes people mistake that as, I need a cooler mattress, I need a cooler blanket. But the question is, only when we sleep, we sweat and feel like, oh, we're hot. But once we wake up, the sweat goes away. And we actually don't feel hot. So sweat is a very important indication of your health state. This we will explain more in the future. But just wanted to say, don't simply link the amount of sweat to how much calorie you're burning. This is not a linear correlation relationship. Similar to sweat, but a lot of times we use soreness or tiredness to measure how good is the workout. Also not quite right, because we forgot to think about where we are in terms of our workout journey. Use the right muscle, be able to engage the right muscle, and the intensity of workout altogether could affect the level of tiredness and soreness. For example, if we're doing, say, squat, and it's supposed to engage the quad, engage the glute, and with these big muscles are engaged, you're burning more than if we cheat and use small muscles to achieve this kind of movement. But because they're small muscles, they burn less and wear out faster. So you might feel actually more tired when you're not doing it right. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't simply just pursue that tiredness, that exhaustion. It doesn't mean as much. Rather, I suggest you lay the emphasis on a good form, good completion of each movement. That will have a better benefit, even though maybe at the end you actually don't feel that tired. Last but not the least is associating weight loss, diet, exercise with discipline. This is the biggest thing. We feel like we need to push ourselves. We need to have discipline to go exercise, to eat healthier, to eat less. If you're in that mindset and keep pushing yourself, first, I don't think it's that healthy, because we are really having this internal struggle. Second, it's very hard to be disciplined for a long time. Weight management in the end is a lifelong project. I know there's many flashy videos about how to lose weight in like 60 pounds in 2 weeks or something like that. It's really not meaningful and at some point very harmful to the body. A successful weight loss program, you need to stabilize your weight for at least 6 to 9 months to say first step success. To declare the final success, you need about 5 to 6 years to stay at that weight. So I don't see the rush of 2 weeks, 3 weeks of fast weight drop. Okay, we talk about what I don't recommend. What about things that I recommend? It's actually very simple. In terms of a diet, the rule of thumb is the more the merrier. And when it comes to exercise, quit whenever you want.